Now, a cartoon is one thing, right? But let's try this out on some real living creatures. So we designed an experiment that Scott would like to share with you right now that really surprised even us in terms of its extent.
Now this was just a fantastic, just a fascinating, this is what makes science so much fun for us. We were testing these new vitality ingredients on animals. Now, of course, we have to do that for safety purposes. Now, we treat them just like you would your household pet. The animals aren't harmed in any way. They're housed in safe, clean facilities. They die of natural causes. We feed them healthy diets, and we observe. We just want to see what's happening to them. So we had this group of just normal diet of these mice, and we just watched them throughout their lifespan. Then we had another group of animals, this other group of mice, who we fed the exact same diet, only we would add these ingredients that we identified using the ageLOC science approach.
And it is important to note that they weren't fed these ingredients at birth, but basically they were healthy, basically young adult mice by now, equivalent to about 30 years of age before we then started to feed them an ageLOC ingredient.
So you're right. A 30-year-old in mice years, we started to feed the ageLOC ingredients. Now, it's important to note, these are genetically identical animals. There's no difference. These are brothers. And at 30 years old, we started feeding. And we waited until they were an equivalent of 96 years old. You know, what you typically expect of an aging human might be in an old folks' home, very limited mobility. And what we saw was just so striking, we had to get our video camera and we had to record it for you. And what we saw was kind of scary. The control animals that had been just fed a normal, healthy diet, at 96 years old, there was only one left. In the other group, who we had just did one change, added a single vitality ingredient, there were many animals still alive. But what was most striking is their energy levels. And let me just show you the video that we took of that. Now, the mouse on the right was that one fed the ageLOC vitality ingredient. And it's representative of all the other mice that were in that same group. Now, that one last mouse on the left, it looks like what you'd expect from a 96-year-old man or woman. Not a lot of energy, just sitting around, just moving a little. And as you look at that mouse on the right, it's so dramatic. As you see, compared to younger mice, the 30-year-old mice that are in the same area, they look exactly the same. It was just so striking.
Yep, and this is one of several that were alive at the time. And in fact, we took this video, I think about 2 months ago now.
Almost 3.
This guy here is still alive. Isn't that amazing?
That would make him about 125.
Something like that.
And he's not the only one in that group.
So I hope we've been able to share with you today some of our excitement. You know, when we were tasked with the idea of helping to rejuvenate vitality, we thought, you know, that's a tall order. But we actually were able to use gene expression science to target the source of aging. So we've gone into the body now, into the subcellular compartment, and targeted the mitochondria, targeted gene expression that affects the mitochondria with age, screened ingredients that were able to reset those youth gene clusters to a more youthful pattern, and then we're able to use that to guide our product development for ageLOC Vitality. We're extremely excited. But this is just phase 1 of ageLOC Vitality. Phase 2 is coming in 2011, and we're already working on that. But come to convention in 2010, in October, and we're going to share with you a lot more science about ageLOC Vitality. We have human clinical studies to share with you. Some really cool heat maps, which I know you love, right, and understand. We're going to share with you as much science as we can to help you understand where we are. We're going to give you so much science you'll be vomiting. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in October.
All right, thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the President of the Americas, Europe, South Pacific region, Scott Schwartz.
So how are we feeling today? Oh boy, I have something in my pocket here. Let me just find out, is there energy in the room? Now, don't hurt anybody. Well, it is exciting. Wow. It is exciting to see the energy around Vitality. A little bit of energy in the room. All right. Don't worry, there's plenty to go around when you pre-order, okay? In October, I'm going to celebrate my 23rd year with NuSkin. And it has been an incredible journey. I'm convinced that the launch of Vitality is going to be one of those defining moments that we as a company will celebrate as the greatest growth decade in the history of the company. As you know, Truman Hunt, our president and CEO, has challenged all of us to focus on our 2020 target of becoming the world's largest direct sales company by paying, listen to this, $2 billion a year in commissions to you. Now, as Tanya said, if you've been following on me on Facebook, you're probably aware of some things that are going on in my life. I'm feeling a little bit like a teenager. I have a little spring in the step. And, you know, I was the first guinea pig for Vitality. And this product has literally returned my energy levels to teenage level. I'm personally excited about the effectiveness, as is my wife, of ageLOC Vitality. And once I started, you couldn't take me off. I had about a 5-week lapse when in fact, the product samples had run out. And I was running around everybody's desk trying to find samples to make sure that I could keep going. But unfortunately, the gap just had to happen because there wasn't anything around. And the gap was challenging. During the gap, I counted down the days, and some of you know this. I counted down the days on my Facebook before I knew I was going to get back on the products. You feel the difference. You literally feel the difference. You just heard from the scientist and saw the video about the mice. And I'm here to tell you, okay, guys, that I am a member of the Mouse on the Right Club. Now let me ask you, okay, I can see Facebook pictures here before I even leave this room. So who wants to be a member of the Mouse on the Right Club with me? Okay. And I'm not the only one who's experienced these amazing benefits with Vitality. You know, a few weeks ago, we sent out samples to our team elites across the region. And I've received emails and calls from leaders begging me to make sure that they don't have to gap in Vitality, because they don't want to feel what I felt during my 5-week gap. They can't stop talking about how they feel with Vitality. It's truly incredible. It doesn't matter whether they are young or old. Across the board, everyone is feeling the difference of Vitality. Let's hear a couple of testimonials from some of those people who have been lucky enough to try Vitality already.
You feel just a sustained energy.
This is more of a fluid motion of energy.
Like you can go all day long, no problem.
I do a lot of spin classes, and when I spin, I mean, I can just bust it up at 100% the whole time, and that's amazing.
I'm not typically a morning person. I'm typically an afternoon or night person. That's when I tend to click in. But now, even without coffee in the morning, I am a morning person.
Being on Vitality, the instructor came over, she's like, wow. I mean, she noticed something. She didn't know what, but that was pretty cool.
It's very exciting for me to actually be clear and to be sharp and to be ready to go and to have the mental awareness ready to go first thing in the morning, and that's because of this Vitality product.
And it's fluid. I mean, I can keep that same amount of energy up that entire time I'm spinning or on a bike cycling, and that's great for me.
The great thing about Vitality integrating into the business model is people are always looking for more energy.
I feel we're going to have a lot of referrals from a customer standpoint because they're going to notice that energy as well.
As a business, it is a product that people are going to take, that they're going to have great results with, and that they're going to refer to other people as well, and that's phenomenal.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, don't they look like they have energy? Like the ageLOC skincare products, ageLOC Vitality offers a solution to aging that yields remarkable results. And we are anticipating rapid growth as a result of the launch of ageLOC Vitality. Our goal, our collective goal, is to double the commissions we pay to you, our partners across the region, in the course of the next 5 years. Exciting? Paired with the motivation and dedication of you, our distributors, this is a very achievable goal. You on board with us? With ageLOC Vitality, we established the foundation for the new ageLOC nutritional products, and I'm telling you that this is a product that is a game changer. What excites me most about the ageLOC Vitality products from a sales and revenue perspective is that the product provides an opportunity to target all consumers. Who doesn't need more energy and vitality? Okay? As many of you have heard me say that this is a product that is what we call demographic agnostic, which really means that there's no age group, no sex. I didn't mean it that way. There's no age group that isn't going to benefit from ageLOC Vitality. This is such a game-changing product for our company. This ageLOC Vitality launch will represent the largest product launch in our region's history. This will be bigger than anything we've done in the last 26 years. Now think about what that means for the brand new person here in the room. Now we want you to be part of this exciting launch. So how do you do that? Well, you start telling your friends, family, and downlines now, and you hit the ground running to get to our fall conventions across the region. After all, can you imagine how much more you could do if you had the energy to do it? What are your personal goals for 2011? If you haven't achieved Ruby, then your goal with the launch of ageLOC Vitality is to propel your business to achieve Ruby. If you've achieved Ruby, then your goal in 2011 is to use the launch of ageLOC Vitality to achieve Blue Diamond. Everybody on board with that goal? We want to celebrate your success and energy in 2011. Together, we're going to be part of a revolution in preserving youth span. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to present to you today your region's market president.